The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
Alright, so this might be a good thing for my little ultralight setup. The water's actually, it's the clearest I've seen it in the Little Miami in I think months. You can see all right, I was able to see the tip of my paddle to here, so that's 15 inches. That's probably another, so we're looking 3 feet of visibility, which I'm not a fan of visibility fishing for catfish. I prefer when I'm using cut bait that they rely on their sense of smell more than anything else. It's just my personal preference. With this water being so clear, there's a good chance they'll be able to use their other senses to try and target their food. But it might be wonders for the little ultralight stuff I brought. So we'll see. The water is a lot lower than I was hoping. I was hoping the water would be a lot higher than it is. You know, just from my experience, I kind of figured it was going to be about this low. But, you know, the boy can dream. And by experience, I mean the last, like, 4 or 5 years I've been looking at this website. I'm sure everyone looks at it for, like, water discharge and levels and stuff. And I always check East Fork Lake and Caesars Creek Lake, whatever the hell it's called. They both dump into this. I always check their discharges before I come out to get a rough idea. So I kind of knew it was going to be like this, but at the same time, boy can dream. What I'm going to do on the way down, there are a couple spots. I made these last night. They're kind of like jugs, but I'm going to tie these off on the tree branches on the way down. And I'm gonna drop cut bait because I'm in the mood for a catfish dinner. So if any one of those 3 catch a fish, I can have a little catfish dinner tonight. But I will not have them anywhere near where I'm fishing because I feel like that would be a competitive advantage for all the tournaments that I'm in. There's no rule against fishing around jugs and bank lines, but I'm the administrator. And we put a rule in there. I might go back and throw my net. We put a rule in there that the administrators and judges can make any ruling at any point in time for any reason, even if it's against the rule in the rule book. If I saw somebody fishing around their own jug lines, I would disqualify those fish, because that's just the whole point of having the 4-hook, 4-rod limit is to bring the field together in competitiveness. If you drop 50 jugs around you fishing, you have all that extra scent, and you can draw more fish in theoretically. So wherever I put my bank lines and these little jug lines, I guess you could call them, I'm going to make sure I'm nowhere near them while I'm fishing. That way there's no I can't be accused of cheating, I guess you could say. And when I pull them up, I'm going to film when I pull them up and, you know, really document how long the fish is on camera. That way, you know, no one can accuse me of submitting a bank line, jug line fish to the tournament scene. So that's that. It's kind of neat seeing 3 other guys out here. Only thing that's a bummer is they're literally exactly where I was going to fish, but that's okay. I'll go find another spot. I was out there trying to throw my cast net. I was trying not to get in their way. Cast nets make a lot of noise, so I was trying not to mess with their fishing. So I'm just gonna, instead of being in the Ohio River, I'm gonna be just inside of Little Miami, which is fine. I'm not worried about it. It just means I use 3 poles instead of 4. I just had a pretty awesome conversation with those 2 gentlemen. I'm gonna get them. I'm not sure if I'll use this as a slow motion or. Cool dudes. Thank you, gentlemen, for the advice. I thought I was gonna get lucky. Gentleman behind me just caught a stickfish. I was gonna record it. GoPro, stop recording. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to pull these lines up, go check on my bank lines. If they have fish, probably throw them in the cooler. If they don't have fish, I'll probably leave them go hit the bank for a little bit, bank fish for like a half hour, give my body a rest, and then get back at it. All right, here's the tricky part. If there's a fish on here, I actually need to pull it up on my right. All right, let's see here. The line does not look tight. Not a good sign. It's cool when this water's clear like this. It's creepy. I don't know why it's creepy, but it's creepy to see the branches like 3, 4, 5 feet underwater. Oh, that's cold. I pulled it out of some debris for sure. So I'm floating away. The only thing that sucks about doing this with braid, with mono, it would be falling straight down. All right, this wasn't hit. We're gonna put it back down there in the flathead layer. All right, coming up on the next one. The line don't seem tight, so I doubt there's a fish, but we're gonna check anyway. Make sure the bait's still on it at least. As I try my best to lose my net. Did not think that through completely. All right, let's see here. Actually, I don't know if it's tight. Where's the line at? Now that I'm doing this with braid and not mono, I gotta be extra careful pulling it up. Because if there were to be a big fish, braid could easily slice a finger off. Nada. Doesn't even look like it was touched. Down to the deeps it goes. Well, I finally got something I haven't had in weeks. Got some fresh bait. I just so happened to get lucky, saw a school of shad next to the shore and threw on top of it. Missed the school. I tried throwing in front of it, and right before I let go of the net, the school just decided to all back hit the brakes. But I did catch a handful, so we are now going to reel these lines up and get back out there, go get those limb lines in, and finally get some fresh bait out. So I think it's time to accept the fact it is time to start downsizing hooks for the season. And downsizing baits. I haven't had monster baits on, but I also am not even getting hits. So something that has worked for me in the past when I am not getting any hits at all is just downsize everything. So we're gonna try that out. I'm currently making some pre-rigs, and I'm in Ohio now, so I'm only allowed 3 rods. I only got 3 rods out. So the 1 rod I don't have out, I am adjusting. And my next hook on here will not have a snell, but that's okay. It'll be a fisherman's knot, but it's whatever. I think the snell is superior to the fisherman's knot, not in strength, but in hook set. The snell will grab on more like that. I don't know if you can see that. Then the fisherman's knot just kind of hangs straight up and down. It might come across her lip like this, it might come across her lip sideways, whereas a snell, if you pulled the line with the snell at the end of the hook, it would catch, turn, and it loops around into your hand right here. So the snell is a superior knot when it comes to setting a hook, but I do not think it is superior in strength. So instead of completely destroying this leader, I'm just going to tie a hook on with a fisherman's knot. I finally got a fish on. There we go. I'm happy and not happy about this because I was just reeling up to leave. And now I'm gonna have to move my anchor and stuff to I don't think he's any big. But then again, when it starts to get cold, in my experience, the fights start going down. Typically until they get closer to the boat. I think he's decently hooked. We'll see. Beats the hell out of a skunk. I know, that's for sure. Hey, I don't care if it's a channel cat. My last fishing trip was a skunk. This trip was heading that direction. I think my leader line's too high off the bottom. And then get him out of here. 22 inches, not bad. See you later, buddy. GoPro, stop recording. It's back on. That time he's hooked up. I feel like I reeled down correctly. No, 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 no. Oh, that fish just had, he didn't have the hook in his mouth. He just had the, oh. Alright, I'm officially freezing, so I'm going to get everything reeled in here and get back. The Little Miami current right now is sneaky fast, so it's not a far paddle back, but I might have my work cut out for it, because that current's going a lot faster than it was going when I first got here, and it was going pretty quick when I first got here. So it's time to turn off this light, get everything done, and get home. A 22-inch channel, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 1 almost hook up. So no telling what it was, but I hate cold. I hate the cold so much. Alright, I'm out of here. GoPro,
This is
stop.
my December. This is my time of the year. This is my December.
So I just finished up packing, and I left Magrish, and it was the first time ever I had the cops roll up on me. And they were just checking in. They were probably just doing a round. They weren't checking on me, if that makes sense. And we talked, and I don't know. This channel is a big supporter of the Boys in Blue. I'm from a military family. So, yeah. It's the easiest thing in the world to say to support them. But they really are. Like this channel, I'll keep my political beliefs off of YouTube, but I will not keep my love for the Boys in Blue off of my YouTube channel. So, thank you, military and policemen, for everything you guys do. I appreciate it.